I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end He's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Howell. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead,
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. This is Hunt on the draw play.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Single, single. Single, single. Brings up 2nd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. From the red zone now, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Winston now. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 7 yards there and a first down. Off play action. Howell. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Howell. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Second and 5 now. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tight down. There you go.
Off the play fake. Howell. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Howell. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Solomon Thomas picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
All day, every day.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Now Gordon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw. Howell. And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Howell. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Howell. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. First down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, defense, let's go. Check it. Ready?
Looking to throw. Howell. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Howell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And caught by Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He completes it to Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. To throw on 3rd down. Howell. And the catch made by Hilton. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. On 2nd down, Winston again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Another loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On play action, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking deep for Hilton, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Howell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run here with Hood, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Hall. And he's got some space here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Quincy Wilson in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Howell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 3rd down, Howell. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Jameis now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jameis again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, it's Person. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
57, Mike, 57. 57. Let him know.
Winston from the gun on third down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hunt going to run for it, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the carry, it's Hood. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Let's go.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 2 tights. 4 down. Check.
First down, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
That's how we do it,
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are able to cut into that lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Hunt going to run for it, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Down, 270, Indy. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This is Gordon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On is the Chargers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Winston readies the offense. Down by 10, 1:51 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And Winston lost the football.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Winston on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
15-1. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Switch it. Come on.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it, because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for our visitors, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.